What up, IDS Mob? Harry Wilmington here. And today, I want to answer a question from a guy that I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. Because I talk a lot on this channel about the various things you should be doing or not doing to attract women. And this guy wants to know, what if you've been doing every single thing right in the book and she still goes ghost? And that can happen sometimes, guys, but why does that happen? Did he really not do anything wrong at all? Or maybe he's not recognizing something? Let's get into his question. By the way, guys, if you have a question you'd like me to answer on one of these shows, you can write to me at harrywilmington@gmail.com or leave it down in the comment below. Also, guys, if you join the Introvert Dating Success Membership Academy, then I basically answer your questions that you have to me like right away. You get unlimited email access to me. So that's a perk of joining the Academy, aside from all the hundreds of hours of audios and videos we have there. So you can get a 2-day free trial by going to introvertdatingsuccess.com right now. So let's answer this guy's question, shall we? He says, so, after a couple months of hanging out, having fun, and hooking up about once or twice a week, what if you didn't make all those mistakes? You've been patient and always had good interactions, didn't text all that much, and she still goes ghost. This is my situation, and it's been 9 days now. I told her to let me know when her schedule is good for us to make plans to get together. The texting interactions we did have, she usually initiated and was always sweet and even said she missed me first. I just don't know. I left it at that and I haven't heard from her. So I want to address the first part and then the second part. The first part is the part where he talks about like not making any mistakes and her still going ghost, okay? So here's the reality, guys, because I try to stress this with my materials too. You know, my materials are designed to really help you get a better headspace about how attraction and the dating journey works for women most effectively, so you have a higher probability of being able to meet, greet, attract, land, and keep the woman that you so desire, all right? And so, yes, you could be texting less, you could be asking her out on dates only once or twice a week. You could be knowing how to actually initiate that first kiss or even hookups eventually. You could be doing, I tell you guys, it takes women 2 to 3 months to solidify her feelings. You could be waiting 2 to 3 months to have the relationship conversation. You're not bringing up your feelings. You're showing her a good time in all these dates. And at the end of all that, there could still be a chance that she's just not feeling it. She loses interest, or for whatever reason, she found somebody else that matches better with what she thinks she wants, and you're out. And that's just an important part of the dating journey that you have to recognize, is that even when you do all the things right, that does not mean that that other person can't possibly choose somebody else. But the goal is to recognize and understand and have the knowledge about what on average works best for most women, so that way you better your chances. At the end of the day, you're gonna try to end up with like one woman long-term if you're trying to go for a long-term relationship. And so you don't need to have 10 women work out successfully. But you still want to go through the process that you're going through with all these women, because it'll allow you to see like how effective those things are working. You might do everything right and get like 7 of these women into relationships, only for you to realize that there's a reason why maybe it wouldn't go long term. Maybe you found out something about her past, or you guys suddenly have a disagreement about something where you realize that your values are different on things and it just doesn't work. And then there's gonna be other times where, you know, you're dating a girl, you're doing all these things, and then after 2 or 3 months, it's like, as much as she likes you, maybe she really wasn't feeling it from the beginning, but she didn't want to hurt your feelings, or she was feeling it, but then something just changed for her, or she wasn't completely over a breakup, and she just realized she was using you as an excuse to like try to get over that person. Like, you don't know. But that doesn't mean that the stuff's not effective. It just means that you did the best you could, and it just didn't work out. And this is why I tell you guys, you have to learn to be indifferent to outcomes, because in that first 3 months of dating, you're hoping she solidifies her feelings, but it's a very flaky time. You know, you could have one wrong fight and all of a sudden she's out. Or you could, you know, eat your food in a weird way and it gives her triggers of an ex, and now you're out. Like, those first 3 months are very critical, but they can be very flaky. And so you gotta learn to have more of a backbone and not be afraid, and just know, I'm gonna do the best that I possibly can during this time frame, and hopefully it's gonna work out, and I hope it does, but if it doesn't, then no harm, no foul. She is in her right to be able to choose, to decide for herself if I'm the right guy for her, just like it's in my right to do that as well. And that first 3 months, you can't take it personally. There's not enough history there with you guys for you to take that so personally if it doesn't work out, okay? Now, with that said, that's the first part. The second part, though, is this other part that I don't like, that I see a lot of you guys doing, which is leaving it up to the woman to decide when she's gonna reach out. So when this guy said, It's been 9 days. The last time we talked to her, I told her to let me know when her schedule is good for us to make plans to get together. For one, that is too open-ended of a concept, and most women don't really like that. Like, there's a reason why women complain about the fact that they want their guy to be more decisive. They want them to choose the day and time that is going to be good for them to go out for a thing, and they can just say, yes, I agree to it, and show up. Because women don't really do that well. In my experience, women don't do well with you giving them open-ended options. You saying to a woman, hey, whenever you want to go, any day, anytime, I'm free. Women just don't respond to that very well. On top of the fact that, again, they're looking for you to lead the relationship. When you do this to her, you're basically saying, here, take these pants, you now wear them, you decide when we do stuff. And that can subconsciously make a woman lose attraction for you because, just because, and this happens all the times too, because guys will be like, well, I asked her out once or twice and she said she couldn't make it. And finally I just said, oh, well, you know what? Whenever you're ready, you're free to go, then you hit me up. But you're giving up, dude. And the reality is that, and especially since he's asking us now around the holidays, when it gets a lot trickier to be able to get women on dates, you just leaving it open-ended doesn't make that work in your favor. Like, you're thinking maybe, well, it's the holidays, so whenever she's free around the holidays, she'll let me know. But you got to think about this from the woman's perspective. You're telling her, hey, when you're ready, you call me up. You tell me when's a good time for a date. You tell me what kind of date we should go on, and I'll show up. That's all masculine energy. If she's looking for a guy that has masculine energy or displays it, this is not it, because you're giving it to her to do. So I don't care if you've asked her out 3 or 4 times and she said each time, oh, I can't make it, without giving you whatever. If you're going to still want to ask this woman out, then it's got to be in your hands, dude. So what I would have done, let's say I asked her out and she said, oh, I can't make it. Well, first of all, I always tell you guys, when you're asking women out, you want to give them an option of 2 days that'll work. You say, hey, I want to take you out to this place for dinner. I'm free Tuesday and Thursday. Let me know which one works best for you. Because subconsciously, when you give a woman the option of 2 things versus just saying, hey, let's go out on this one day. If you give the option of 1 day, the option is going to be that 1 day or no. Versus if you give 2 dates, more often than not, the probability for picking one of the 2 days that you threw out to her is a lot higher than if you just throw out 1 day. That's a little trick for you guys, which I teach, by the way, in the Introvert Dating Success Membership Academy in the Top Secret Dating Blueprint. So I'm telling you guys, if you want to know what you should be doing in that first 3 months of dating, check out that program. Again, free 2-day trial just for signing up. But anyway, so then you asked her out and she said, oh, I can't make it, blah, blah, blah. I would say, okay, no problem. I'll enjoy whatever you're doing, or sorry you can't make it. I'll hit you up later. And then that's it. You just say, I'll hit you up later, or hope that your day's well. We'll talk soon. Boom. Leave it at that. And then you call her up a week later and ask her out again. Hopefully this time she'll be available for a date. If so, great. If not, I typically tell you guys, try to ask her out twice. If after that second time she doesn't say yes to it, then it's pretty much dead in the water. But even then, you don't say, okay, well, reach out to me when you want a good date, because that still looks desperate, and it's still throwing the masculine energy portion of this dating thing over to her, okay? Again, you just say, okay, hey, you know what, no problem, I'll reach out soon. And then you can decide if you want to actually reach out or not. More often than not, you're probably not going to want to, but that you leave it at that. And that's the way that you ideally are going to be able to continue to hear from her. Because when you do stuff like this, what typically happens is you don't hear from the woman again. And that's true even of women that were interested in you, because they might be sitting back thinking, but he knows he's the guy, right? Like, he's still supposed to reach out to me to ask me out. So he's saying, oh, hey, reach out when you're ready, but I'm still kind of hoping he's going to be the guy in the situation and reach out to me. So it's been 9 days. I'd say I would try one more time. I'd reach out and say, hey, Thanksgiving's coming up, so I'm busy this week, but I was thinking next Monday or Tuesday, we could meet up for something. I'm free at this time. Let me know if you're free. And that's it. Leave it at that. See what she says. If she says again, oh, I'm busy, banter, can't figure something out, and she doesn't give you a counter offer, at that point, it's dead in the water. You say, okay, no worries, talk to you soon, and then don't ask her out ever again. Very simple. So hopefully, guy, this helps you out. Now, for the rest of you, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel at youtube.com/HarryWilmington. Like this video. And also, guys, consider checking out the Introvert Dating Success Membership Academy. It is the Netflix of dating advice. hundreds of hours full of programs, audios, ebooks, PDFs, all designed to help you date as your introverted self while still getting your precious alone time. A lot of the stuff I talked about in this video is a small example of the great amount of nuggets that you'll get when you join this academy. Plus, when you join, you get unlimited email access to me while I'll answer your question for you within 24 to 48 hours. And you get a 2-day free trial just for signing up. So there's not even a risk. There's no risk. You go there for 2 days, you check it out. If you like it, we'd love to keep you on and we'd love to have you. All right? So check it out today. Also, guys, if you go to the website, introvertdatingsuccess.com, you can click on the coaching tab for one-on-one coaching. And if you want to show a monetary thank you for these helpful videos, you can click on the tip jar tab to do that as well. Thanks for watching. I'm Harry Wilmington, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast. Visit us at introvertdatingsuccess.com for more great tips on attracting women using your natural introvert charm. Oh, yeah.